What's up, y'all? It's Darius from DariusCooks.tv. Now, one of my all-time favorite snacks happens to be a spinach and artichoke dip. It is amazing, right? But I'm also a kid from the west side of Chicago with some southern roots, so I love a good pan of baked macaroni and cheese. So I thought, why not put the two together, and I'm going to show you how to make my spinach and artichoke mac and cheese. Get ready for this, all right? So on the stove, I've got a pot of water that started to boil. I've already added the salt to it. You know how we roll, right? 2 golden rules: over salt the water, undercook the pasta. But before I add the pasta in, let's work on the sauce, right? That way the pasta is not sitting too long and getting gummy on us. So I'm gonna add some butter to a nice Dutch oven. And as soon as that butter melts, I'm gonna go ahead and add in some flour. I'll give this a stir. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm making a roux, R-O-U-X, which is a thickening agent for our cream sauce, right? So you just wanna cook it just a little bit. Light brown is what we call a blonde roux, so this looks really good. You don't wanna go too further than that in color. And then we're gonna add in some half and half to immediately cool the pan down to start making our sauce. All right, and as soon as that comes to a boil, it's gonna start to thicken and we're gonna be in really good territory. But let's go ahead and start seasoning this now. There's no reason why we couldn't do it now to get everything going. So of course, some salt and pepper has to go in. So a little bit of pepper is gonna go down first, and then obviously some salt into the situation. There are a few other ingredients I happen to love that really sort of makes a nice, well-balanced sauce, right? So a little bit of granulated garlic is gonna go in there. A touch of paprika, a little bit of onion powder as well. All right, we'll give that a good stir, and it's already starting to thicken on us a little bit. So let's go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. I normally like using sour cream, right? Because it's gonna make it nice and moist, but Mexican crema is like the next step up. So Mexican crema goes in here. Perfect, all right. So look, I'm a Velveeta fan, all right? American cheese processed product, I love it, but I'm gonna use the white kind instead of the regular yellow kind. So this is gonna go in here. So I've got a mixture of some mild and some sharp cheddar cheese. I've got some mozzarella in here, and I've got an Italian Parmesan cheese blend, right? So I'm gonna put about half of that right into the sauce and just give it a stir. And I've cut the heat down on low so this could all melt into a really nice, luscious sauce. All right, now while this is melting down and doing wonderful things, this pasta water is ready to go. So I'm just gonna dump this pasta, corkscrew, right? I like corkscrew because you know what's gonna happen is that sauce is gonna get in the nooks and crannies and just be that much more delicious. So the corkscrew pasta goes right in here. We'll stir it so nothing sticks. All right, so here's that cheese sauce, right, that we whipped up with the half and half and all the cheddar and whatnot. This is where the money's at, right? I also went ahead and drained off that corkscrew pasta. The key is al dente. You don't want to cook the pasta all the way through. You know, it still has a few more minutes to go before it's super soft, but we're good to go because it's gonna cook in the oven and be really good. Okay, look at that. Let's turn it into a, I can't even talk, give me a second. Let's turn it into a spinach and artichoke mac and cheese, right? So into here, I've got some artichokes that were drained and quartered. And then I've also got frozen spinach that I've just defrosted in some water. And I'm just gonna drop that right into the bowl as well. I'm just gonna give that a good stir. This is all combined. A few things I want to show you. So I've got a sheet tray and a cast iron skillet. I'm gonna bake this on the sheet tray. That way we don't have any spillage whatsoever in the oven. I'm gonna smooth this around. And then, you know, listen, I reserved a little bit of the combination of cheeses. So I'm gonna do that right on top. Just a little sprinkle so it melts down really pretty on top. And then also, I've got a little feta cheese. So I'm gonna put a little bit of feta just in and around so that it melts down as well. All right, my oven's at 375 degrees. This is gonna go in there 25, 30 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. All right, so the mac and cheese is ready to come out of the oven. It's super hot, so we're gonna move quickly. Got a little bit of parsley right over on top for some green. Look at that. All right, you know what time it is. Time for a little piece of tasting. Look at that. Spinach and artichoke mac and cheese. Let me tell you something. You make this for anybody, that means you love them. This is creamy. The combo of cheeses is amazing. That sauce is seasoned to perfection. And what I love is the pasta is not overcooked because we only took it to al dente in the boil. You gotta give it a try. Recipes like this, you know where they're gonna be on my website, dariuscooks.tv. 2 things I gotta tell you, as I always do. Food is my life. Life is my food. Until next time, I'ma eat this. And I wanna wish you a happy cooking from my heart to yours. Bye, y'all.